Okay, we're gonna start off here with me drawing any base for a VTuber commission that I had. This was a emote. This VTuber did not end up using it, sadly, but it was really fun. So we're gonna draw on all the details, just kind of basically quick drawing and stuff. Just want to make sure I get all the easy things in first before I start going to highlights, which I started doing. Coloring in the hair was pretty difficult because I didn't know what I wanted to do exactly, but it was a good learning experience. So what you're going to do, I actually found some brushes that had waves in them already, so I just used those instead of having to do it myself, which was very helpful for me. And it taught me a lot about how waves are done and ruffles, so that was a very useful thing. It showed me how to do them. Learning how to do skin was a little hard, but it was a good learning experience for me. And you can see I'm just erasing anything that shouldn't have a skin on it, erasing all that, filling in any extra details like the mouth, putting in more ruffles and having to do the white on them individually, which did take a while. Putting in some black on the background, that was just a PNG, so I could see where I had to cut it off, which was actually very smart. Highlighting the eyelashes was very smart, as it was very helpful. Made the eyelashes kind of pop a bit more, which I do actually very much enjoy, and that's kind of how my art style goes. So yeah. This one was actually to help me with a lot of anatomy, so I traced around the general things just so I could learn how things flow and such. And this was a very nice photo of a girl that I used. I found it on Pinterest. It was a lot of fun. So we're gonna go in with all the lines, tracing anything that you want in the drawing, then just see what you want, do some shading, just line out what you want to be shaded and such and shade it. For me, I want to do the face first, so I slowly did the face. Worked on the blush right now. I'm working on the blush, as you can see. Then we're going to go in to the next things. More blush, erasing and such. Erased around everything that does not need the skin on it, like the eyes. Colored in the eyes with a white color, so you can see, and then made her eyes purple, because I wanted a purple eye, so I can practice eyes. As you can see, I'm practicing right there. This was a very time-consuming one that I did. It took me a couple days actually, but it was very useful for learning anatomy. So yeah, I wanted to make her kind of a tech girl, so you can see some of the tech things. It's really fun. As you can see, I'm practicing a bunch of brushes, seeing what they do. So I wanted to try some new things out, so I just try them out on the side. Don't get it on the artwork, you know? It was really enjoyable. So then we're just going to go and shade the eyes a bit more, learn more about shading and such, and then I'm going to go in and color the hair with a brush. I was experimenting a little bit, doing some black, but I didn't end up liking it so much, so I did change it later on. You saw that in the original photo that I did change it, so you can see me just going in with black and blue, shading it, and then later I didn't end up liking it, so I changed it to a different color. So yeah, going in now, erasing everything that I don't want and such. It was a PNG, so I could actually see white behind it, but you can't. But then I go back in with white, see everything, take the hair off because I didn't like it, and then go back in and retrace everything with a better line, so then it's not so sketchy, because I wanted to make it look nicer. Go back in with hair, trying to redo it, because I didn't like it originally, and I'm very picky with my art, so then I go back in and such, doing shading, trying to do blue again, but it didn't work so well, so I just keep trying to go, experimenting a bit, seeing where I want the blue, trying different areas out. It was a very fun project for me to do. This was very enjoyable, actually. Slowly making everything blended. Then I figured out I just wanted to do some pink with the blue, and that's what I did. So just adding pink in and such, and that was very enjoyable for me. And then we're just gonna add pink, and then we're gonna blend it a bit, but I forgot to take the gray out, so it blended weirdly because of the gray. So I had to take the gray out at some point, I believe, and I did do that later in the video. I just forget when. So we're just gonna go in, blend everything together, so you got like a nice looking thing. Slowly but steady. But it was very enjoyable. I recommend doing that. In just a minute here, we are going to go in with fully pink to make it so I can just put the purple/blue over top and do it like that. So we put in the pink, and then we go in with the purpley blue color that I absolutely adore for this. It is a wonderful model. She was very pretty. So yeah, that was awesome. Learning a lot about shading and the depth and how to shade, and this was very time consuming, but it taught me a lot about anatomy, so that was very enjoyable. As you can see, going in everywhere and erasing excess things, it was very, very enjoyable. Now going in for the clothing, because you gotta put clothing on her, so going in and doing that was very fun. Having to figure out the clothing and such, figure out what colors I wanted things, then going in to see the line art.